What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. Here we are in a Kenworth W900. I picked this. Oh, that's weird. I don't know what why that's happening. Weird. I picked this truck, and I'll tell you guys why I picked this truck once we get on the road. But I think the game might have changed. I saw a lot of new mods for 1.32. I don't know if it's changing. I don't know what's going on, but a lot of the new mods that are coming out say 1.32 instead of like 1.41. I don't know what's going on with that, but it is what it is. I have been on vacation for the last week, so I went to a wedding and then went to my fiance's sister's house to have like the little 4th of July party and whatnot. We have get off the phone in here. Which way should we go? That's the question. Go left. I don't know why that's doing that. Hopefully it doesn't crash on us. Oh, got my brake on. That's why? No. Oh. Gotta connect to it first. That would be something you gotta do. Making a left and then a right. Can't see if anybody's coming.
Turn left. Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Let's get a red light violation. No. So my
Right,
trip
and then turn right.
to Fort Worth. Went to Fort
Turn
Worth for a
right.
wedding. The skaters over there. Went to Fort Worth for a wedding. My cousin got married.
Keep right, and then turn
And
right.
then we were only there, I think we checked in Thursday.
Turn right.
We were there for, oops, too much. That was too much. We were there, we checked in Thursday. Friday was the wedding. We left Saturday over to Arlington, which is only about 15 minutes away, to my fiance's sister's house. And my fiance's sister, her husband, drives trucks for a living. And he knows how interested I am in trucks, semi-trucks. And he invited me over to his yard where he keeps his truck at. And he asked me if I wanted to drive it. All I thought we were doing was going over there to look at trucks. There was a lot of different, newer trucks. There was a lot of older trucks. There was Ford LTL 9000, or what looked like an L9 or like a 9000 series. There was a lot of Freightliners. I think there's Centuries, Cascadias, older Cascadias, 66 T660, T600. Well, he drives. My fiance's sister's husband drives a W900, so that's why I'm driving the W900. His is like a 1990s model. It's a little bit older. So he said we were just gonna go. I was gonna go with him to the yard, pick up the truck, go wash the truck, and then take it back to the yard, and then go back to the house for the festivities. And we ended up driving down there, picking up the truck. He drove it to the car wash, or to the truck wash, should I say. And then he asked me if I wanted to drive it back, and I jumped at the idea. I would love, that's like a dream of mine to drive a semi. So I ended up driving it back. And once I got in it, it was a 10 speed. But I kind of knew my way around the shifter, just because, I don't know. I have an 18 speed Eaton shifter, but obviously it's a lot different when you're driving a real truck and whatnot. Clutch pedals are different, gas pedals are different, brake pedals are different. That truck is an older model, so I ended up driving it back, and I didn't have a problem getting out of first gear, because that's the only time you really use the clutch. But I tried to use the clutch to shift to the rest of the gears, and that's just not how it works. But I got probably a half a mile down the road before I started having some problems. Like I couldn't get into gear, like third to fourth. It's set up like a real 10 speed, obviously, where low is first gear, and where first would be second gear and whatnot. So he kept telling me, just push the gas, let go of the clutch and push the gas in, and then shift. So he's been doing it for 20 something years, and so we pulled over a little bit. I kind of regained my composure and tried to do it again, and I finally was able to do it again. But at that point we were already pretty much to the yard. We were on the dirt road to the yard, and I was probably, the highest gear I was in was probably third gear, because he took his trailer off to drive the truck to get washed. But it was a lot of fun. It was definitely an experience that I never thought I would have. And shifting gears, it's a lot slower than in the simulator, obviously. I bet if I had like a TH8A Thrustmaster shifter, it'd probably be a lot more realistic. But then you have to add on the like a pole like 4 inches, or buy one. I would rather make my own, like a pole to go from the shift, to put the shifter like mounted almost on the floor, and then have the shifter like as long as it is like in real life. But that just helps with the simulator aspect of it. When it comes to real life, obviously it's way different. A lot more things factor in. The steering wheel was a lot bigger, obviously. I'm not used to, I've never driven the semi, but the steering wheel was humongous, and it has one of those knobs on it, so you can steer it a lot easier. I saw him using that a lot more, but I was more paying attention on him driving it to the truck wash to see what RPMs he was at to shift at. Because by that point he had asked me if I wanted to drive it, and I was like, oh no, when we get to the truck wash, I'll think about it. So at that point I was concentrating on what gear he was shifting, or what RPM he was shifting in. It was like 1500 RPM. But I was having a lot of trouble moving that big old steering wheel around. And I didn't use the knob until like we were on the dirt road to the yard. I probably should have used it the entire time and I wouldn't have been sweating so much. It was pretty hot in there. I believe it was 102 that day and it was really humid. And then, so that was my experience with the W900. It was actually something I would like to do, but with my diabetes, I don't know if I'm able to drive, have a Class A license and drive semis around because I'm a type 3 diabetic and there's just too much at risk for companies to hire me. So I don't know how that works, but I know I looked into it before. And I know it's kind of hard to get into with my health issues.
Keep right, and then exit right.
And then we ended up going to Six Flags over Texas, Magic Mountain, basically.
Exit right.
And I don't know, when I was younger, hold on a second. When I was younger, probably when I was like 21, 18 to 21, maybe even younger, I don't remember, but I remember going to Six Flags in California, Valencia, California, I believe that's where it's at. And I used to ride every single ride. I used to start off with like the ride X, or I think it's called X2 now. And it was probably the scariest ride, but it got me to get on every other ride because I got the scariest one out of the way. We went on the first ride we went on because I had the same mentality. I was terrified because I'm scared of heights. But we ended up going on. Me and my fiance ended up going on. I believe it's called the Texas Giant, and it was. My fiance felt me coming out of my seat. Like, it wasn't buckled all the way down.
Get ready, turn right.
I don't know. But when I got off that ride, I was, instead of excited to go on another ride, I was terrified to go on another ride.
Right.
I don't know if it's because my age, I got older and it's not as fun as it was once. But, yeah, so that was my experience.
Arrived at your destination.
Where are we going? The end? Let's look. Oh yeah, I see it over there. Well, right back. Well, I don't know. Let me see. In the garage. The next, we went on only 2 rides because we got there late, and I also had to change my diabetes machine that monitors my sugar. I didn't have anything on me to check my sugar because it fluctuates throughout. I mean, it fluctuates within a couple minutes. It'll start going up, it'll start coming down. So I always have to have something monitoring it to let me know if it's going up or down. But we went on this, let me see here. I don't know what that is that's causing that, but we went on pretty much it's pretty much like Space Mountain in California at Six Flags, but it's called the Runaway Train or something like that. That one was pretty terrifying as well. You're in the dark and you're hitting G-forces that you probably would never hit Obviously, it's a roller coaster, but it was pretty terrifying. And being in the dark. Gonna come over more. Hopefully, I'm not gonna hit a wall. I don't think so. I think I'll be fine right here. Alright, let's turn the truck off. Check it out. Hey, that's pretty good. We'll drop it off. I don't know what that is. I have to check my mods, go through that. I only took out the rolling truck and something that was outdated, but I'll have to go through my mods and figure out what's going on with that. I don't know what that is. I don't know what's causing that. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave a like. If you didn't like it, dislike, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Take care. Peace out.